Hey everybody, Pete with you here. How you guys doing? Are you guys doing all right? Taking care of each other? Well, I hope that you all said yes. Well, it's Saturday, August 7th, and I am back in historic Perryville as promised. Today, we are gonna go check out Rodgers Tavern, historic Rodgers Tavern. They are open, and I'm gonna go inside. We're gonna take a look at it together. This is a place that George Washington stopped at. So let's go check out historic Rodgers Tavern. All right, so there's a sign right here that says Rodgers Tavern Museum, Saturdays 12 to 4. So it is Saturday and it's between those hours. And look, they have an upcoming event, which is a Tap into the Tavern annual beer and wine festival. It's a fundraiser. It's actually on August 28th from 3 to 7. Tickets are $25, and for designated drivers, 10. So if you want to come to that event, go to rodgerstavern.com. I showed this in my last vlog, but here you can see George Washington traveled this road right here. So how cool is that? And this is the entrance here. This plaque says in memory of Colonel John Rodgers, who was born in 1726 and died in 1791. You can read all the information about him here. And there's another plaque here which states that this property has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of Interior. And here's another one right here. Historic Rodgers Tavern, acquired for the citizens of Perryville, October 5th, 1993. Very cool. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so maybe we have to go around the other side here. So we'll go down around back. It says they're open. They should be open. You used to have to make a reservation, but no longer have to. So let's go up here. Alright guys, so I'm inside and I'm actually upstairs. I'm doing just a self-guided tour by myself. Someone was kind enough to let me in. There's no one else here today. It's just me. So it's kind of like I got this whole place to myself. And look, there's George Washington behind me. So we're going to walk around and take a look at things here at Rodgers Tavern. So you can see right here, this is a very old bed, and it says, "Do not sit, you will fall through." And if you look at it, I believe it. And no, it's not a bed that George Washington slept in. But here he is, a standee of him, and there's a trunk here. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. You can see the view outside of this room here. And over this way, that's Broad Street. That's the way that I came. And if you remember, about 3 weeks ago, I did the Perryville train station, which is just up there on the right. And the trains go by up here. Back to the tavern. And looky, there's a bedpan, and there's a portrait of George right there. Let's go check out some more. So I noticed the plaque on the door. It does say Washington Room, so that's what this room is called here. It's the Washington Room. Makes sense, since here he is right there. Now if we walk outside, here's this information here, and it says that, well, here's a picture of the tavern in the 1960s right there. Now it says the building was divided into duplex units by the railroad sometime around 1884. Changes were made to the internal arrangement of the interior rooms to meet the needs of families living here. Now in 1972, the Friends of Rodgers Tavern commissioned Orrin M. Bullock Jr. and Edmund E. Hyde, Inc. to draft blueprints illustrating the building's current layout and proposed changes needed to restore the building to its 18th century appearance. Here are the floor plans right here. This is very interesting. Here's the second floor plan right there. And here's another test of time information. Now this is a picture of Rodgers Tavern taken, it says the 1910s to 1920s. Take a look at it. You can tell it's kind of run down there. It did need some restoring, so they did a great job. And there's a picture of it from the 60s right there. And this one here is from the 50s. Wow, look at the difference between that from the 50s and then this one from the 60s. So we're gonna head down here and, oh, hello, how are you? I'm really liking this place. Nice to see you. Here's another room here. It's a lot bigger than the George Washington room. I don't see a plaque on the door or anything. Look at this. There's another bed that I wouldn't sit in or lay in. And the view from the window, that's the train track right up there. So whoever stayed here could see a train go by. And again, a view from this angle. It's Broad Street. Nice little desk here. And a fireplace, and what have we here? So it says that these items were excavated from the tavern floor during the initial restoration by the Northeastern chapter of the Archaeological Society of Maryland. Look, they found some buttons, slate pencils, clay marbles, it says this button is British and factory made during the Revolutionary War. Wow. There's some clay pipe stems right there. So all this was found while they were restoring it. That's very, very interesting. So right up here, we have to go up a step. This is the restroom. And look, it's the Saturday Evening Post. Now, of course, it wasn't like this, but this is their restroom now. There I am. Hey, everybody. All right, so we saw the whole upstairs, so now let's go downstairs and check that out. See you later. All right, so let's go down these steps here. Here's our flag. All right. So, this room was shown to me earlier, and if you look carefully, it looks like it was they had a card game. You can see the cards on the table. It's just to make it look that way. But look at the benches, the table. It's amazing. In this case right here, these are guns and things that are from the period right here. But take a look at this menu here that they had here at the tavern. Now this is from 1834, but look, a hot dinner is 50 cents. A hot supper with meat is 37, it looks like 37 cents. Breakfast, 37 cents, and so on. Look, cider per quart from the tap, 9 cents. Oh, and if you want whiskey, 9 cents. But look at that menu. They have a lot of things here. Get the glare out of there. And again, this is from 1834. Here's a nice big fireplace. I mean, look at this. This is huge. You could really have a nice toasty fire going here. And look, right above is a painting of Rodgers Tavern right there. It's nice. Also, there's a dining room table. Now, I asked the person that worked here, and they weren't sure exactly where the bar was. It didn't look like a bar that you think of today. It looked totally different. And I'll show you an example that she showed me here. That's what it would have looked like. That's not Rodgers Tavern, but that's what a bar or a tavern looked like back in the 1700s, 1800s. And here's another photograph of Rodgers Tavern. That's of the west side, showing the two-story rear addition. This was from the 1960s. And it even says here that the building you're in was a tavern from the 1740s to the 1880s. It was specially built to support the Susquehanna Lower Ferry by providing travelers with a place to rest and grab a quick bite to eat while waiting to continue their journey. Here you got a map. And I live right here now, which is Port Deposit. Right down here at the bottom, it says that local residents came to the tavern to conduct business, catch up on the news of the day, or enjoy drinking with their coworkers and friends. Kinda sounds like today's happy hour, don't you think? So we're gonna go check out this room right here, which is the pink knee room. And this is also a pretty big room here. You can see that they have checkers. View from outside here again. Trains right up there. Tracks. Oh, and here's the man right here. This is Commodore John Rodgers. It's a nice painting just above this fireplace here. All right, so this sign right here, this information says that taverns have been an important part of colonial and American life. They served as community centers, providing locals with spaces to connect with each other and the larger world. A historian likened taverns as a combination of Facebook and Twitter with a bar and a hostel and a restaurant and a library, something of that magnitude of social central nervous system that doesn't really exist today. And look, check this out, guys. This is like considered like a review, like a Yelp today. This person said, left Baltimore and rode to Rodgers at Susquehanna Lower Ferry across the river, where we lodged. This house and Stevenson's on the east side of the river are, in my opinion, the two best houses between Philadelphia and Edenton. And that is from Ebenezer Hazard, July 6, 1777. And I like what it says at the bottom here. It says, most travelers judge the tavern by the quality of the entertainment. Entertainment equals alcohol, beer, wines, different flavored brandies, locally made cider, and various punches like flip were popular in the 18th century. And here is tavern rates. This is from August of 1787. Now this is it's kind of hard to read, but it says breakfast. This is pounds, 6 pounds. I'm sorry about the glare, guys. Let me get the glare out of there. And trying to read other things. I see cider per quart, 6 pounds. And there's beer, quart. Beer was more. It looks like 8 pounds. But yeah, those are the rates back in the late 1700s. And that's probably what George Washington would have paid too. So this is a copy of the license that was issued to John Rodgers Tavern, which was August 8th, 1779, from the Cecil County Court Minutes. That's what it looked like. And then down here, there's an inventory of what they kept in the tavern. For example, like old table. You see there, it says old table. There's 8 old pictures in frames. There's a whole list of things that they kept in here, which is amazing. And it says here, excerpts from the inventory of the estate of John Rodgers, May 24th, 1794, from the Cecil County Register of Wills. So these 2 cups here, in this case, it says William Pinckney and his sister Annie Pinckney received these cups for their respective christenings. William's cup left features a decorative floral and leaf pattern around the outside, top and bottom edge, and engraved on the front of the cup are the initials WP. Anne's cup right, that one there, has plain raised edges on the outside, top and bottom, and a roaring lion's head is situated above the text, Annie Pinckney, on the front. Let's see if we can get a look at it. So that is Annie's cup there, and you can see the lion, and that's William's there with the engraving right in the middle there. There you go. So I noticed here on this sign with information, it says, there's a quote, between Elkton and the ferry at Haverty Grace, a distance of 17 miles of very bad road. At the ferry on both sides are good taverns. And who said that? George Washington, March 26, 1797. There you have it. All right, guys, so I just walked back outside, finished the tour, had the place to myself. Want to give a thanks to Jennifer. She's the one that let me in and told me a little bit about the place, and I want to thank her. She's the one that's here now, and it was just me in there. I had so much fun just looking around. But you know what? Let's wrap things up around the outside here too, because I don't know if you saw the vlog that I did back in November, but I did go out to the pier. That was like in the late fall, and it was really cold. So let's go check out what it looks like in the summer. So here's a look at an old anchor that's outside of Rodgers Tavern here. And there is a gazebo you can sit in. There's a bench there. And here's the pier. We're gonna walk out on it.
Peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Beginning pre-advanced falls is coming.
Yeah, right.
This is how fall starts, like an Indian summer. And gradually gets a little bit more cooler. Next time you wake up, hey man, it's got kind of crisping in this house.
I like it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like it hot, you know?
Yeah, me, I don't like when it's too much oppression with that steamer. But I might have to be moving down Florida with my old body.
Your old body? What are you, about 40?
And I know I dress young, but I'm almost, I done live now 60, I'll be 64. So that's over half of 5 decades.
Well, I'm 60, so I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel great. So I'm walking down this pier. It's nice talking to that gentleman back there. He was very chatty, just talking about things. Very cool. I love talking to people. So we're going to head out this way, and I'm going to show you the Susquehanna, what it looks like during this summer. So as I'm walking out to the end of the pier here, you can see there's a lot of boats out for the day. People enjoying being out on the Susquehanna. And here's a look at it. There's the train bridge right there. Maybe we'll see a train. And over there, that's the Thomas Haddam Memorial Bridge, which is also Route 40. Cuts across from Havre de Grace and heads up north. And we did see a train. There are people out there on a sailboat. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. I want to thank you all for watching and joining me, coming up here to historic Perryville and finally going inside the historic Rodgers Tavern. I want to give a shout out to Jennifer for she volunteers there and she let me in. I had the whole place to myself. I got to walk around, check things out. It's very cool, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I love history. I hope you love it too. It's just fascinating to see something that old. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to all you new subscribers for coming along on this journey. Many more adventures headed your way. So until the next one, please take care of each other. Be a good human being. Be nice. And share a smile when you can. It's very easy. This is Pete saying, see you on the next one. Peace.